Welcome, Twin Flames, to my channel, Rainbow Wizard. I will be doing a reading for you for the beginning of September. The readings are always timeless. Keep in mind it is, also a general twin flame reading. The label twin flame, it didn't really come about before, 2-3 years ago. It's a label, right? You can call it a divine connection, you can call it many things. It is a soul connection, overall. Those that are looking up what a twin flame connection entail as well. And that also is a journey to find out, right? Now, I know the last reading was extremely long, and I never look at the time when I do readings, because I think I have specified for the moment I've been doing it as a hobby, where I just sort of go with the flow. But actually I was really exhausted afterwards, but it had a lot to say. But rest assured, there's not so much to say this time. I can feel it, so that's kind of a good thing. It lasted for more than 3 hours. Honestly, I was exhausted afterwards for a week. But I wanted to do it. It just happened that way. But it's interesting. This twin flame series have been a very rewarding experience, and also to evolve as a reader. I do use cards as tools and follow my intuition. Sometimes I really tap in, sometimes I don't, right? And that's how I go about things. So now I will explain you how I will do the reading. So I will do your situation, surrounding energies and theirs, and then the outcome. But I'll specify. The 6 of Cups. I think we are ready there, twin flames, to do your reading. Okay. The 8 of Swords. This is lost in, not lost in time, lost in your mind. Maybe you're dealing with an air sign. Maybe you're an air sign. The 8 of Swords, the feeling of that can just be stagnancy, or it's how the mind is, how the swords are very much in the mind, basically. Now, you could have recently, maybe you did visit a place where you grew up, or you have, healed an inner child. And what is healing an inner child? It could be, we always heal our inner child the moments we are playful, right? And we all have that friend we are playful with. I hope we all do. Or that can be a pet. I'm getting something light-hearted here. It's the small things that bring about that healing. And you see here as well, there is all these cups are flowers. And what is flowers? Flowers growth, right? Flowers are, it's showing that the seeds that were planted, it's growing, but they're different colors, right? When children, have you seen when they pick flowers, they don't plan to sell them anywhere, right? Or have to decorate their living room. They just go for what they see. They use a different vision. Now, I see in the current here, one of you could be going through a mental exhaustion. See, this looks like a mummy. Mental exhaustion is that give yourself the time to recuperate. That could also be, time. It's not always that, okay, what do you do when you rest? Is it you can sleep in on a Saturday morning, or you book a day off work? I see here it is, you might have gone through a time where you felt stuck in your mind. Maybe you're just like giving yourself a hard time in the past, or maybe you just been exhausting yourself thinking about or not thinking, right? 8 of Swords, just feeling stuck or not moving forward. This is changing in a way of, also I'm seeing in a way of in a way of you healing in a child. This could be your counterpart or both of you, because in a twin flame connection, you both are going through similar journeys, but it's in different versions perhaps. That's often the case, but you don't speak about it. You might not even know. And see here as well that you have this healing of your inner child, something that you do that is playful, is giving you joy. The sun, it's that you are like, oh, life is not too bad. I enjoy these flowers. Maybe I'm wasting my time with flowers, right? You know, let's say it's something that does make you happy. That is, you think, well, maybe I should be resting. I shouldn't go out and have fun. Something like that. But it doesn't mean that you have to close your eyes and put the eye mask on to rest, right? Resting is also laughing. Resting is also having fun. But here it says rest from this being in the mindset where you are sort of frozen. Maybe you wake up and you go to work, but during the work you can't, there's something that is, the gear is not in, motion. You can't really, you don't really feel attached to what you're doing, right? It's just that's stuck, but it's not going to last. So your counterpart, I do see it's the death here. Can be they experience pain. Now, I'm seeing here, right? Okay. So the picture I'm getting is that your person have tried to cut ties with you, or someone have asked them to cut ties with you. But there are probably a lot of theories about cord cutting and twin flames, but those that are trying to cut cords with a twin flame could experience, instead of probably the release, if it's done in a way of, spell work, or, this could actually have devastating effects. Your person could feel guilty and ashamed, feeling very angry, depressed even, feeling isolated. This can, really have, it's like this person could never feel like they have to replace this void in their soul. And I see that this person could feel like an outsider in their own environment, because there's something about thinking that the distance will pull them apart from this union, or that they think that they're crazy because they're not speaking to anyone about the union, but it's other people here that has been pulling them apart. If they have, so they could have said, I've been thinking about this person, or someone is observant and thinking about someone. So let's say it's a friend and they're like, well, you've been obsessed with this person for so long. I'm gonna help you cut ties with them. So the ties that try to cut with you could have made you stuck, because it's like you're frozen in time, because you are the cord is binding you. But as you are releasing your inner child, or healing, the inner child, this connection cannot be broken. I do not think that you've done it on purpose, but you have gone with the flow. You have gone with the flow rather than your person. There is usually, the runner, the chaser. It seems that you have let go in a way of being healthy. So meaning just, okay, that is my twin flame. I cannot be with them, or I'm not with them. If that's the case, maybe some of you are, right? So either way, but it's like you are sort of, I'm going with the journey, whatever it entails, right? I have my twin flame, but I can also find another relationship, right? So you have the spirit of going with the flow. And because you are the positive, the light here in this connection, your person is not able to cut the cord, because they're not supposed to cut the cord. They don't really want to cut the cord. There's other people pulling them apart. It's because they don't understand their connection. And I see here as well, when they try to cut the cord with you, I see someone intervening, saying, all right, let me take care of this. So they could have been following some recipe. They could be like, look, I'll do this, right? I'll do this. It's like maybe they live somewhere, they use like these old rituals or something like that, right? They're like, oh, you know, I know what you're going through. We're gonna clear that shit. We're gonna clear that shit and take it off your shoulders, right? Don't worry. But as they do that, there is a moment of they could fall sick. And as they fall sick, they are in the very last moment setting themselves free to not, you know, just before it's almost like that, the last thread is about to be cut, where they were the one to feel that void, because you have already accepted that either way, with or without a twin flame, you are going to embrace your inner child, and that is, you know, you're looking at the picture overall. So this person's very, very slow, but they're loyal to the connection. Now, other people here is confusing. This is like other people, someone here needs to sort of move away from the opinions of other people. And the actions that you are taking is the one of, you know, enthusiasm, like a child. The Knight of Wands is also, you are taking that, you know, easy come, easy go. You are, even if you've had an experience before, I'm seeing that you are like, okay, I'm not going to, let's say, dwell over, you know, having a new experience. I take the action in the lights of the sun, right? But, and your person here, there is a moment of clarity with the Ace of Swords. And I'm seeing here that it is, they're realizing that it's something they're realizing. When these other people or environment, or what we would say the negative influence in their life, it doesn't have to be other people, the negative influence, there could be energies as well, is influencing them to the decision. And when they could be standing over this, okay, let's burn this tie, okay, that's it, enough nonsense, let's burn the tie. They are the one feeling sad, but at the same time, you know, they see their people around them laughing. As they start to burn the memories of you and them, they start feeling disconnected with this crowd. They start seeing that they don't really belong to this crowd, and you are not even there. And they could fall sick for a while. I see some of them could get a strange illness. They could even be young and get this illness. There is something like an odd illness they are getting here. And it is a warning for them to say, look, don't do it. Don't cut the cords. It's not going to be in your benefit to cut the cords. It can also be that they're dealing with someone that's trying to hijack them. It's a group, it's a person, right? It's like they're realizing that the more they try to cut the ties with you, they're realizing the problem is on their end, because you are not looking at this, you know, you are very happy. They feel that you're very happy. And yeah, there is like a last minute thing here, a last minute thing happening. So we are going to I'm waiting for some new decks. I you know, I don't really need it's funny how it works with tarot. I don't have that many, but you know, when you use the same ones for a while, it is like, okay, I've read that book now so many times, I need a new one, but with the same content. Anyway, so what is going on here? Who is this person? Who's the twin flame here? You might be dealing with an air sign. What is happening in my dear twins person's life? What's happening around them? Okay, they're getting back up on their feet. If they were ever down on their feet, there is they are suddenly getting motivated. They're like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I've been sitting here sulking. Why am I? And there's also this person they are sort of saying, you are the sun in their life. You are who makes them happy. And they get very annoyed. And this could also be, especially if you're dealing with a masculine or masculine energy, regardless of the gender. This person here is very frustrated that the physical attraction, or it's like they could be in another relationship, or they've been, but they are, you know, it's not the same. They don't feel the same passion. It's different. It's as if, it's not really like saying, oh, they can't have a physical, you know, sexual relationship that is satisfactory. It's that with you, they had, they know they will either they know they had both. So both, you know, for them, maybe relationship is like the physical act of it. Yeah, that could be rewarding. They could feel in control. Whereas in the twin flame connection, they have to surrender into perhaps feeling not in control. Maybe their ego is bruised, but their soul is reminding them that it is the most fulfilling, and they don't like that. They don't like that is that fulfilling, and they've been trying to run away from it, as if it is a bad experience, as if it's bad for their image. See, so their feelings, they want the 10 of Pentacles. You could be dealing with a Scorpio here. Someone, I mean, the Queen of Voices here. They're the 10 of Pentacles. They're starting to see that when they, you know, they have this 9 of Pentacles, they're like, okay, so what if I pull away? Do I want? It's like they are it's they want to, this is what I'm seeing. They want to appear single and abundant. And it's something about that, the environment they live in right now, they can seem like someone is single and abundant, but at the same time, they have support from a crowd. I don't really see a third party right now, but I don't know why that is a big deal. But then they're like, well, if I'm with my twin flame, I can have the 10 of Pentacles is more, but that doesn't suit me because that's not what I want. So it's something about their mind have been conditioned to say, okay, now I've been cutting cords. I can't go back there. I need to resist. So, but I don't know what's happening to them. I don't know what's happening to them, but there is them feeling very much disconnected to their environment. Feeling very much disconnected to the environment. And they see that actually the growth that they try to disconnect from you in this connection. But as they disconnect from you, they're actually disconnecting with themselves. They're disconnecting with their inner growth. And it's taken like until the very last chord for them to realize that all they're doing is that they are cutting the cord to their abundance. It's something they are having an aha moment that no one can really explain to them, or they have a vision in a dream. That so this person here could be someone saying, you know, they want to be rich, they want to be abundant, and they are abundant, right? But they always want to do on their own. This person could look up to you, so depending on your connection here, so maybe sorry, you have exchanged advice and they look up to you, but they were saying, I'm going to do it on my own, right? I don't really believe in relationships and so on. But now they do see that without you, they don't really feel that drive. It's almost as like you are their healthy competition. Regardless, sorry. Now I'm coughing after I stopped smoking this week. Touch wood, just summer habit. They're looking for you. Their soul is looking for you. See, they have their stargazer. Stargazer is, you know, you want to see further than, I mean, with the normal binoculars, I guess you can, you know what's inside, but you want to see, you know, the larger size. Sorry, I can't even. And then, yeah, the stargazer, they can see further. And And what they're desiring at the moment, it is to leave behind what is actually not fulfilling them. And it is that an experience here where they are actually very surprised that during this rest, the only person that is flashing through their mind, they could have a fever, something's happening where they are like, gosh, it's not supposed to be like this. The reason I actually wanted to cut this cord is to have this realization. It is to have the realization that, look at the noise around me. Now I can hear the noise. But on a distance, I feel a pull. I feel a pull here to go towards my twin. And so their journey begins. So where the crowd anticipate that they were hijacking your person to stay, they're actually giving them the ticket to release themselves from where they are. It's actually a blessing. It's a new beginning here. And that when they realize this, that is their way. They never could imagine that they would have this awakening in this way. It's not even an awakening. It is a transformation that is happening after they try to cut the cord. And in their environment, they are absolutely shocked that they anticipated that because your person have been very quiet. I see they're like, it's as if they, I mean, you know, it's like they're sort of, okay, I don't know if we've all seen that movie when someone goes through like rehab, you know, put a chair in front of the door, can't leave the room, and you got to stay there, right? We only serve you food, and when you go out of the the nightmares and the spider stops crawling, right? We'll let you out. We'll let you out. So there is a similar situation with them are saying, I need to clear anything. I need to clear this person, this person, this person. They could just be wanting to clear everything. But as they do that, that is their awakening for their true purpose, that themselves are starting to search for you. They couldn't imagine that this was going to be the outcome. So when they come out of the door and the crowd around them is, applauding, yay, great, now let's go to the pub, right? Let's get this show on the road, right? None of that, don't have any stragglers around you. And then your person is like, no, I'm booking a ticket to so-and-so, or, this place there. Like, what? What are you going to do there? No, I'm going there. I told you I wanted to go there for a very long time, right? Well, you got a problem with that? And they're like, what? So it is a bit like that. It's a bit like that wolf pack that you see in Twilight, right? They're brothers, all their brothers, and they're like, no, I'm going over there. What? Are you crazy? What? I thought we were playing on the same team. What? Is that type? Yeah, no, I told you I'm doing this. So they are sort of scratching their head. They are like, what have we done here? Because all they've done now, and your person here is now searching for you. They might not find you, but they're seeing the truth. Because here as well, I do see that when it comes to this person here, I think you have also questioned if they are a twin flame. You've questioned them, and you have sort of said, wow, the distance, the time here, right? What have they put on the table? So you could be a lot more here in your... See, whereas they want the 10 of Pentacles, you could already have the 10 of Pentacles. Maybe you moved into another relationship, or you have been in another relationship, you have children, you have dogs, you have a farm, or you have a big business. There's something about you're very close to a group of people, like there's trust. It is more than, I really get along with the people I work with, but this is sort of an environment where, you're not always going to get along with the people in this building, but you are the same, you are the same kind. So you have that around you already. So you feel very much fulfilled. And with the sun here, you are sort of I think that you have surrendered here into a path of saying, right, why do I get myself stuck when I know where to go? Where do I get myself stuck? So you could also have like, whereas they have been sick, for many of you, you could have had that, it's that, yeah, you know how to manifest, you know, all that good stuff, but actually you got yourself in a rut here as well. That could, you know, that happens to anyone. One thing is to give an advice. Every human will be challenged. So you could have been challenged yourself. You could have felt like that, you know, I want to be the hero in the night. I want to have revenge. I'm going to show people what I'm made of. But it's a bit more like you could have gone through a moment of this. So you are also getting on your path here. I just see two people getting on their path. So bear with me. I'm going to find some more cards. I'll be back. So now also here, I see that you are sort of, okay, let's stay in my lane. This is my lane. You are let's stay in my lane. Let's not let, there could be two people around you, and some of you could be dating, or you are around two people that could come back in from the past, right? They can't maybe reach you even. There's something about you staying in your lane. It is difficult to, it's that, okay, if I stay in my lane, ignore everyone. But it's something also about saying, take off the blindfold. You're able to handle what's coming to you. You are strong enough to handle any energies. You don't have to pull down the curtains and say, and sit with your arms crossed in a way, or yeah, you enjoy your happiness, but only for you. Happiness is also, you enjoy it when you are powerful enough to say, this is my lane, this is my happiness. Yes, you can all watch, but you're not going to affect me regardless of your energy, regardless of your motives, regardless of what your intentions are. So in your environment here, we have the Two of Pentacles. So for some of you, maybe you're in a relationship. Maybe you have started to date again. Maybe you have started to visualize also, this is what I want. Then there is a person coming towards you where you see them as they were before when they were one of the pack. When you hear from this person, the first thing you think, are they mad? How dare they get in touch with me? How dare they get in touch with me like them? They're a failure. Like that could be the first thing you think of. It's like, I've healed over here. Oh no, why are they touching me? Maybe they're touching you as well. It's something about you are sort of excited, but you think straight away, I gotta pull away. Oh, gotta be doing some more healing here. Gotta be in my vortex. Right? I'm withdrawing to get more wisdom. It's as if you are sort of not gambling with fire or something like that. But at the same time, if you withdraw, let's say that you are in this space and someone reaches out to you where you are like, oh no, this is bad news, right? So you could be withdrawing and you are sort of, okay, phew, I'm safe, right? But then when you get, if you have an energy like that, and that's your twin flame, right? You might feel when you withdraw and you manifest and you feel this happiness, at the same time, you could be giggle behind a closed door and think, oh, well, I kind of did like that they contact me. Oh, they're here. So, it's that little child, the inner child. But then you're sort of, well, they can be outside the gates for a while, And then you look out again, they're there. And then you look out the third day, they're there. And then you're sort of, really? That's not like them to be outside for that long. So whatever they're doing, right? They're probably not outside your gates, literally sleeping on the pavement. But you never know, it might be. So yeah, something about you are also working and learning. There is a cause and an effect here. Now, as you are, I see for many of you, you have to sort of be brave and say, right, see, even the justice, see, with around their eyes, the liberty goddess, and with around their eyes, even she knows how to hold their hand, like, the statue, it's been there for, I don't know how many years, let's say, and knows how to stand, right? It's funny here as well, the Libra, not funny, but yeah, justice in Libra. So I actually saw the Statue of Liberty. I just forgot the name then. It was in 2019. I was in New York with my family, and we're having some wine and on one of these boats. It was great, actually. And I was like, where's this goddamn statue? Get it over and done with. I'm not a tourist person, so that we saw it. We saw the statue. It was like, oh, there it is. And anyway, so I think what I was trying to say, I don't know, in my mind, because I think as a child you combine certain things with certain places. I thought it was much bigger, or maybe I thought that I will be, you know, okay, I'll be underneath it. When I look up, it's going to be stretching all the way to the sky. But anyway, that was an image. So there is something about an image that you will have that it doesn't match how you imagined when you have the blindfold on. You with the blindfold on, you're like, okay, this is how it's going to feel. This is how it's going to end. It can't be any other way, because look at me now. I got all, like, you have done a great job here manifesting, right? You have things in order, but you don't really know if what you manifested is something you will truly enjoy before you also completely open the doors. I mean, right, let's say, well, I give you an example of, well, let's say if personally I stayed in my village where I'm from, and I didn't go outside, but I could every day walk out and say, best view, best air, no one's on my, no one's stepping on my toes. Where versus staying, moving abroad, staying in different cities, getting to know different people, living, London, right? If anyone told me what it was like, I probably would have stayed there, right? So why would you go through such mayhem, right? But you will actually only enjoy, really, 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 really enjoy when you have taken on all the experiences, I believe, at least. But so coming back to you, I see that here, that you are going to be bold, uncomfortable at first. You're going to see this person because they're coming towards you, and you will be saying, if I message them, or if I even look at them after all that, this will be a downfall. This would be, a bad thing, or this would be getting me stuck, right? And also, I would have to say, and I always say this, now, if you are with someone that, we don't have to go through a list of behaviors that you shouldn't tolerate, you cannot tolerate, right? Okay, if there is something that is, horrendous that's happened, probably, I would, we all hopefully, hope we might experience, I don't think any reading will fit, because there are certain, I would always say this because I read sometimes comments, like there are certain behaviors probably that, if someone was to come back from them, from doing X, Y, and Z, or you would know, right? But here in this reading today, I do see whatever this person have done, they are getting justice for. There is another chance. But how you view them, again, I'll see that you are sort of, right? That's your judgment. And you're like, no. But then something happens here. Then something happens. Because for you to allow, for you to really see if this person have changed, and for you to see your feelings for them, you have to speak to them, right? There is going to be a surprise about this person that is different. Now, I'm not talking about this person's wearing a suit. This person here is wearing an armor, right? This person is just wearing normal clothes, where this person here is like, no one gets to my feelings. I don't have any feelings. This person here is ready to show feelings. But because everything though having a transition, but they are loyal to their feelings. They are open. See, they're stretching their hand forward. You could be dealing with a Virgo, Aries, Libra, Leo, Gemini. Now, divine love and alignment will come to you if you are willing to take a chance on this person to see if they have changed. But it's always a risk, right? Nothing is risk-free. And there are so many other things, right? So it's that also, what is your happiness, right? You have the stereotypical relationships, as we say, that is, you go for a couple of dates, you decide to find a house, you move in, start painting and decorating, you get pregnant, you get a child, you get the pets, right? You socialize with your parents, isn't that the movies, right? Or you live in 2023 where people actually have now love on a distance because of the technology, right? Where someone could have children. If you're with the twin flame, there could be, they're at different stages. Someone could live in a city, someone could live in a farm, someone could have children, someone not, someone could have a job, someone don't. It's all that. But here, this is about this union actually having the opportunity to align, to see each other for who you are. This is the beginning of the new here. And this here is where two people realize to face each other, to admire each other, instead of turning away from each other, regardless of if you decide to be, that, like I said, in the 3D, this is a very bold move to take. And it will bring tremendous success because it's going to set you both free. It is also a challenge to be positive. Now, I think absolutely everybody, including myself, it's especially when it comes to maybe family, workplace, just or place you live for a long time. Let's say, I think everyone as a human side would have in them to be like, when you get to with your friend, like you have a good old gossip and it's like you feel like on top of the world, right? But in the end, is it good to do the gossip? Can you laugh about something else, right? And you're like, no, we can't. That's what we girls do. Or, you know what I mean? It's just to put something on out there, right? So, but to be saying that, because I remember this is like years and years and years ago, and we had this emotional intelligence course, and they said like, can you do, say 10 days without arguing with someone, right? And I remember that was like a right challenge, right? There was a certain person at work or so, or, it was like, how can you not say something bad about this person? And even, today, I'll tell you this much, like, I had a proper Mercury retrograde experience about a domestic appliance anyway. It's, I lost my shit on the customer service. And in that moment, I was like, I was full right to do, right? Call my friends and like, yeah, of course, back you up. I mean, go back in there. They don't have the right to do that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, cool. You do this, do that. Okay. So it's so easy to do that. It's so easy to go down that route. Everyone does it. But here I see it's something to do with you pausing and saying, okay, can I try a different, should I try a different way? They are trying a different way. So it's about trying something new that you haven't tried before. And no, it doesn't mean that you have to go and say sorry to them, or that you have to say to this person, oh, I do whatever you want. It's not about that. It's something you do different. So it's something small though. All right. So for you, I would say is this: the way out of feeling trapped in your mind, it has to do with a gesture that you are grateful for, something to be enthusiastic for, rather than saying, I am stuck because of. With your person, it has to do about them being humble, taking their ego down a notch. So it is that adjustment. If that adjustment keeps going, there is forward movement, right? It's an interesting energy. Now, we do see the King of Pentacles in the outcome. So let's, all right. I should never say that reading shouldn't be long, because then they're long. Everything I say manifests, so I probably should say something. This reading should be short, right? Oh, a manifestation is such an interesting thing. Okay, twin flames. Now, here is and you know, when they are rising up from that bed, going towards you, right? Coming in slowly but surely. They have manifested this union. They manifested this union a long time ago. Now, I do see for some of you, someone could have tried to reach you, but they can't reach you. And this could be a while ago, so they couldn't reach you. So they got pissed off. So they kind of could have blocked you. They were sort of, I can't reach them. They blocked me, but you didn't, let's say. Or there was like that one time when they decided to reach out and somehow you didn't pick up. See here as well, we have the authoritarian. Wow. Oh, this deck, there's these names. That should be the Emperor. Now, the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. So, you have met this person. This person is in your life. So, is someone that you've met in the past. Is someone that, in the beginning, they could have come on strong. They could have been the one initiating forward movement, but then they pulled away. They didn't like the love, the intense love they felt for you, the control it had over them. They didn't want to be in that control, right? They didn't want to celebrate it as part of themselves. They were not ready to, you know, they were not comfortable with it, basically. And they've been getting on a distance, this connection. But as they fight destiny, as they fight people around them here, this person is maturing. You could be quite surprised about the change that this person have gone through. It is definitely taking off, removing their armor. Now, they want to get together. I see this person here is wanting to go with the flow. Now, I also see that they know that they have to show emotions. There are someone here that have to show you emotions. Now, you are desiring here this next union that you have decided this next union that I'm going into, that's going to be with the future, not the past. So for many of you, it is like, I want a relationship, not with them. So if that is the case, right, I would also say here, there's something to do because someone here is coming towards you that you will, it still is a completion, right? So twin flame union doesn't always have to be off if they come towards you because it's my twin, they're first in line. It's not a food chain where there are sort of the twin flames sit on top of the chain. If they're on top, then you got to take them, right? This has to do with you healing the bond between you and them. It's a healthy bond. It is meeting. It is aligning. It is seeing eye to eye. It is seeing the value of each other and the connection without fear in your eyes. There could be two people around you as well. So now one of them could have water in their chart. The other one has earth and fire. So I'm going to continue clarifying, but only with two more decks here. Okay, spirits, what? But it's a nice and calm energy. It's almost like it's very quiet after the storm. What is in store for this union in the month of September? What is in store for this union in the month of September? The Four of Wands, right? Coming together, the unions, see, celebrating around each other. Justice. See, the clouds are lifting here. Could be dealing with a Libra with water in their chart. A cup of love is offered. A Page of Pentacles. See, I'm also picking up here that you will receive a big offer and a small offer. Maybe in the past someone said, oh, I gave the offer was too big. Maybe you gave the bigger one, then something was uneven. The scales was not balanced. Someone got overwhelmed because they are like, no, I need to align with my crowd. And they could have been overwhelmed of your kindness. See, someone here also is learning this much, right? That kindness and openness doesn't mean suffocation. It just means that that's how things should flow. And also this person, they realized this, right? In the beginning, they were just sort of very, very against this union, which is often the case of twin flame. I think we also all have, if you just go outside in a union, personally, when I was very young, I was always the one that was very much resistant of any connection, any connection, right? So with someone running after me, with me running away, always the case. But when the person kept running and running, and then it was usually, I was the one that surrendered, and I usually was the one that got hurt. And this was just small, like over a 3 months gap. And I was in my 20s, and now when I look back, when I'm 45, I see that, you know, these connections that I had then, right? It was because I moved away from home very young, and there wasn't any social media, and you only had a phone, right? So even though I always said I'm independent, I don't need, that was my language, I need no one. Probably my soul was constantly craving more than any time a connection and relationship, so could fall into many relationships that wasn't good, right? So that's why I think sometimes in the 20s, that's that time as well. So I see here now that this person here has something to do with, I want to be independent here with the 9 of Pentacles. And like, look at them, they're so open, they're telling me they love me from the first day. I mean, who does that? So they could have said that to their friends, or this is the opposite. But either way here, I see there's a crowd around, they're like, what? They said they love you? That, I mean, that's mental, as if you committed a crime. It's as if you said something terrible, right? Usually you would say, you know, the word, oh, I cheated on you, or, you know, I don't love you. That would be the 3 magic words. That was horrible, right? Oh, I'm still in love with my ex. You know, let's say, anyway, you said your behavior was so positive that was a warning sign for them. They were like, oh, imagine. So their friends were to say to them like, oh, imagine them and then they will be so possessive. So they started painting a picture of someone that they manifested, that the person they actually are, but the person they wanted to run away from was themselves, that they said that is a bad thing. And just as they are about to cut the cord here, again, I see this person as a turnaround with the world. They are sort of coming back to why, though, I had feelings for them. Why didn't I follow these feelings? They have been going through pain here. They have been turning their back on. I see from many of them, this is, okay, I would say this much, that someone, a friend that they thought were loyal to them, that they thought, they have a friend or someone that it's like, you know, it's us against the world, and they had big plans. So when they met you, this could have been like sabotage. So they're like, well, see if you go with them, what are you going to do? Look at how much fun I have. So that was your person's journey. They're like, I can offer you all this, right? But see, then when they're cutting the cord with you, and this could be years later, could be 6 years later, could be a long time, could not be a long time, could be 6 weeks, right? But here, see this person, they aren't loyal to them. They are only loyal to the noise that group makes. So that's what they realize. They're also seeing here that someone did deceive them. And once they were done brainwashing your person, they went over to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And actually, instead of, it's a bit like smoking, right? You think that when you smoke a lot, you release your anxiety, because everyone's like, oh, you know, when nothing is better when you have that drink, right? You know, whatever you do when you're stressed, for me, it's smoking, right? And actually, I do just, even when I travel, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna smoke. Anyway, if I were just going to compare it, they were like just feeling worse, or maybe they feel tired so they keep drinking coffee, or something else. There's something else that is making everything worse. Hanging around the crowd is making it worse because they don't have their best interest. Because why? Because their independence here is on their own, and they have to detach from this crowd that is making them drag their feet. It is them that have this, the light started shining in them when they met you, right? So just as, you know, the cord is cutting, right? It's that it's coming to life again, because you can't really cut a cord. I don't really believe you can cut a cord with a twin flame, or if someone tries, right? I'm sure everything is possible, right? But here it is coming to life again. And there is a faith that is they're picking up on. It's like, wow, now I see why I compared everyone to you, why you compared everyone to them. Because I do see here some time could have passed. You have other people around you as well. And, you know, you have sort of moved forward. For many of you, I do see is also that, well, I don't really have any feelings for them anymore. Great, they're coming back around, but I don't know. And also this could be it's something here about that what once made you excited and believe that this is my person is changing. So let's say that you were always like, okay, whenever I looked at this person, they're so good looking, can't help that, you know, I feel sexually attracted to them. Like I can't get attracted to anyone else, right? And your person is someone that is sort of, I don't want to be with someone that is kind of wearing a suit or a dress, or, you know, a bit corporate, or something that they were against, right? If they're an artist, they want an artist, or the other way around. It's something like that. And now they're like, okay, I'm interested in that. It's like you both are pulled towards the opposite. You could have said, I don't like that city. I don't like that city, because anything that reminded you of them could be like, I don't want like anything to do with them. And the more you say you don't like it, you get it. So there is you both of you are discovering, and see here, discovering a new side to yourself that is also broken down by, so maybe some of you have your heart wall. Your heart wall is attached to so many emotions like sadness, defensiveness, betrayal, feeling these things, right? Maybe your person just their heart wall build up, and like the cord cutting of this union was what they realized, oh my gosh, I became someone without feelings. And they started to pray affirmations, letting go of control issues. Because why? I see here is letting go of stigma. It's saying, well, I'm going to attract everything that I desire. You know, I'm going to focus on the person, that what the qualities they need to have, and just go with the flow, not attached to a person, right? You deserve love, chemistry, healing family issues, engagement, true love, finances. So also here, I see that on your person's side, here, I see that someone promised them to say you, or this is a friend. I see it's a friend more than a actual relationship here. That your person's friend is saying that you do know that if you're going to get that wealthy, right, you're going to have to sign a prenup, or you're nearly there to get really wealthy. Do you really want to be in a relationship? Do you know what happened then, right? So someone, again, they are learning to tune out anything else but their inner voice. Anything else but their inner voice isn't welcome, is unrequited. Anything else but, you know, they don't have that chemistry. So they're like, why am I listening to... Why they're starting to question themselves. So people are like looking at them thinking, well, they came out of, well, I'm getting there. Well, this is not Easter, but you know, when, for those of you that know the Easter story, Jesus died. Well, he went into the cave, and then someone expected to find him all crumbled probably. And he came out and he was a new person, right? So obviously for us now, it's, or those that are Christian, it's like, wow, that's Jesus, right? He's born, right? But if you think of the practical look at, if that's, you can just keep it for the story's sake, not the belief. You know, of course, you are on a cross. You put someone in there bleeding. 3 days later, what state do you think you find someone in? Disintegrated, right? You know, there will be birds wanting to go in, right? It's yeah. Let's not even go to the details. What can happen? Let's say if that was the case, right? Just let's say that. So here they're realizing why am I following? And it's also them realizing this, right? There is something within them that there is a voice, saying, it's talking to them, but then they could blame it on their friend. It's a bit like they could be saying, oh, you know, my drinking problem is because other people are forcing me to drink, right? I know there's always one person I can pretty much write down under it that this person, every time I go out, they say, do you want to have a drink? And I have a drink. So it's their fault, right? But then they're like, well, 2 hours later, who is buying the round? It's me. So they're taking accountability for how they act, how they are, what the people they're associated with, right? So here it is as well. You are spending time with your friends, living in the moment, having fun, clarity, heartbroken, deeply hurt and sad, separation, addiction. So with the addiction here, I see it's more that the block. I don't see here an addiction, honestly, right now. I see it's more of the block of thinking, right? It is here that if there has been, you know, frustration or lack of confidence, right, in this person, I see it as more something they're going through where it's as if they get to, because the Four of Cups is a boredom. Then someone could be really bored. They could be stuck in a place where they are super bored. Then they're like, I'm not feeling fulfilled and I don't even know what's fulfilling me. So here it is, this person is going through something that, it could be a journey that you went through once upon a time to become more independent, let's say, or this person is going through something that is going to make them whole. And you are part of it. They are becoming whole. They are realizing that if they remove certain things they do, and this has also to do with their health, right? They're like, okay, I haven't tried to remove this yet. So they're removing something, right? I don't know if anyone gone through cleansing or try like fasting. It's amazing what it does to your mind, right? And you can start thinking differently, right? But to get there, it's difficult. So when someone says, oh yeah, no, you can watch it on movies and yeah, it's a good, the result, but you know, to actually do it and to believe in it when you do it, of course, you know, many people don't want to go through that, right? So here it is, them are sort of, no, I don't want to go through it. I don't want to go through it because it's painful, right? That it's some pain attached to it here. But I see they are giving in. They're giving up and they're giving in. Oops, I did it again. So I'm going to clarify one last time and then that is it. So what is happening here with your person? What is happening here? Okay, let's combine these here. So, what is happening here? What is the outcome? Because I see here, you are clearly seeing and feeling your relationship, your next relationship. It's something that you see very clearly. You can touch it, you can feel it. You know it. So let's clarify on your side here. What is the outcome and who is this person? Because you have the 10 of Cups and you have the 10 of Pentacles. So yeah, see here, the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles. I would say don't give up. The 9 of Wands is when you nearly want to give up, because here is the Emperor here at your doorstep. It is success. Yes, with the Hermit. Someone is on their way to you. but they are going through the moon energy here. You could find yourself at this time very, very emotionally drained. You could find yourself that you don't have any excess energy to do anything that you normally would. It has to do with your counterpart going through something here because they are attaching to you. It's something about you feeling depleted, or but you could also, yeah, you are using this time to reflect. I don't see you're waiting for them, but something tells you that someone is coming. Virgo, Pisces, Cancer. Okay, please give me some messages here for their counterpart. Who are they, and what is their next move? What is their next move here? Yeah, the Queen of Cups. Maybe you have water in your chart. Now, they are, see here, they are like the last minute. Obviously, the Knight of Swords is someone very fast. They're running to their motorbike. They're chasing their happiness here. There's something's happened to them. They're happy. They're releasing the Three of Swords here. There is something to do with them. They're releasing pain. They're running towards you. So why is the why is the Three of Swords here? Three of Swords. I'm picking up that it's a bit of a touch and go. Okay, yeah, I see here. Okay, the issue with your person here, this is they're extremely impatient. They're extremely impatient. I see also that an ex could be trying to hijack them. There's something's happening here, that someone is coming in, try to hijack them. Throughout this hijacking, when they can rummage around, there's something about them they feel is exciting. Someone is from their past, so this could actually, the Queen of Cups could be from their past. They are seeing the truth suddenly. That's something about that what they thought is really, really exciting and happy is short-lived. And actually they are, it's something they are conquering, where it's like, okay, I'm still the king or queen of the territory, right? So it is, this could be, you know, it's a bit like when, let's say if you get a counter offer, you're like, oh God, okay, well, would I leave my clothes around? Next I get double pay. Something about that went really, really well for them in this connection, but it is short-lived, because the reason for that, after the joy, let's say if they went for a luxurious holiday together, of course, who wouldn't enjoy it? They know the person, they know their friends, everything is fantastic, everyone around is smiling. But afterwards, the feeling they get is the one that the pain is still there from the past. So someone is hijacking them, and actually, even though it could seem that was the sabotage of the twin flame union, it is the beginning. They have to experience this to realize. And you could also be saying here, I don't care, because I don't actually care about them. And that's another thing here about twin flame union I'm picking up here. I see this much, that I pick up a union here that two people will actually be surprised that when you hear from each other, or even that you think of them, that there is feelings there. Because right now, I see most of you could be saying, I don't have any feelings, so that's a shame. But only with a twin flame union can feelings of excitement come back like never before. There is magic in a twin flame union, and you know, you have to believe in miracles to see them. So here it is about also two people to say, each to their own, what is the miracle that I'm looking for? What does it feel? So for your person, this is releasing their baggage and being healthy and happy. I mean, if you look at it overall, people do not in that sense, they cannot really make us truly happy for a long time. It is ourselves, our life, our mental health, our balance. It doesn't matter if you're rich or you're poor. If you don't have the balance, if you don't have the health, of course, that's, you know, your mind is triggered by so many things. All right. The year of the pig could be significant. The year of the horse could be significant. The year of the goat and the year of the rabbit, the year of the dog, and the year of the rooster. Double confirmation of year of the pig. Right. So, well, I do see here, it's a lot of mirroring here, a lot of mirroring, but slightly, you know, I see that you are going through different, you know, different scenarios, but at the same time, see, it's very similar. They are connecting with their soul. You are connecting with you. And it's also here to do with releasing anxiety. Releasing anxiety to do with, this could be therapy as well. The Hermit is something about facing your fears, but deciding how to face your fears, what is making you blindfold, what is stopping you from going out there. So that's something to do with health here that can be released. It's in the process. So these were the messages I had, and please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you very soon.